Hello and welcome to my home. I'm just having some coffee and I wanted to share something new that I've learned on this journey of creating alone. I had a friend text me the other day and he said, Jordan, now we're very close. He said, Jordan, I think you need to eliminate some distractions. That phrase really stuck with me. As soon as he said, Jordan, you need to eliminate some distractions, I started to see all the areas where it wasn't like I wasn't getting anything done. It's just if we're not careful, we get into a place of distraction. And here's what I know to be true about distraction and all the things that are around us is that it may not be stopping us from our goals and our dreams and our creating, but it is surely making it a lot harder. I think of it like tabs on a computer. If I'm working on one thing on my computer, I can have 20 other tabs open, all these other windows, and it's not really stopping me from focusing, but it's making it so much more cluttered. Minimalism, the idea that the aesthetic matters. I've heard the phrase, clutter on the outside means there's clutter on the inside, whether it be in the soul or the mind. And I know there is a chaotic nature to creating, and I also love that as I have been experimenting with abstract art, but I wanted to talk through 3 different things that I learned about eliminating distractions. Number 1 is the most obvious. It's technology. I'd guess this is probably the most common distraction for all of us. I love technology. It's very helpful with all the things that we do here at Solas, but at the same time, it can be very distracting. I can be in the middle of something, the creative flow, whatever you want to call it, that place where you get lost and you feel connected and you feel alive. How quick a notification or an idea that I should check my email or whatever pops up and I lose that place that I'm in. With technology, I think it's important to put it in its place. And that sounds a bit dramatic, but I think it's important to go like, hey, do I need this beside me right now while I'm doing this? A big thing that we do in our house is I have a drawer by the front door, and I call it my peace drawer. It's kind of funny, but whenever I want some peace, I will put my phone in that drawer. Now, am I really good at it all the time? Absolutely not, but it's just a place where my phone can find a home whenever I don't need it. And let me help you guys some because everybody's going to start freaking out here. And you may have heard me say this on the retreat channel, but texts are not emergencies. Okay? Be free from that. Emails are not emergencies. If there's an emergency, someone will call you. So when I put my phone in that drawer, I leave the ringer on, not with text notifications, but with phone call notifications only. Number 2 is that whenever it's time to create or make or work on your craft, there's always going to be tasks and to-do lists that could be getting done. So sometimes when I go into a place of creating, it's hard to get there sometimes, but when I get there, I have to mentally go, Jordan, there are tasks and to-do lists that could be getting done right now, but I'm not going to do them. Because if not, we carry things in with us into the creative process that me cutting my grass or going to the grocery store or answering emails is not going to really help me with what I'm wanting to be creating today. And so it's really a mindset thing to go, you know what? There's tasks and to-do lists that I am going to carry with me into here, and I'll get them done when I'm done. Because the reality is, for as long as we're alive, we're going to have things on our to-do list. There's never going to be a time where there's nothing for us to potentially do or get done. So that's why choosing to create today, now, whenever the moment arises for you is so important. And to get rid of this idea that there's a perfect moment that's just going to appear and be the most ideal time to create. Number 3 is really knowing yourself. I have a friend, she loves to listen to audiobooks when she's painting. I have another friend that watches TV when he's painting. I would say I'm usually listening to music or in silence, but I'm usually listening to music. So I would say within the realm of eliminating distractions, whatever is going to help your mind engage and not be distracted. So I have no problem if you listen to a podcast or you listen to an audiobook, because a lot of artists say they don't want to be too mentally engaged with their work. They want to be more free with it. I think we have to identify, am I distracting myself from what I need to be doing, or is this helping me? And if it's helping you, I think you do invite some technology into your creating space. You do invite Pinterest. You do invite that photo book that inspires you, or that podcast. And an important thing with that is knowing that once you're feeling creative, once you're feeling those juices flowing, like, you can turn it off. You can close the book. You can go there. And so with this whole topic, there's no shame around the fact that distractions are there for us as artists. That's just how it goes. It's the life we're in. It's the hand we've been dealt. So there's no shame. There's a verse in the scriptures that says, set your mind on things that are above. And I love this idea that there's an active nature to that it's not passive. I have to set my mind on something. I have to set my soul in a direction. I have to set my intention and move forward with what I'm working on. There's an active nature to that. There's a part that I play. So as you eliminate distraction, the most important thing is walking in freedom. Should you feel guilty if your phone is beside you while you're creating? Absolutely not. It might be a tool that you're using for the moment. But at the same time, we have to lay down some of these comfort items. We have to lay down some of these things that make us feel safe, and we have to go to that place of creating. And as we do it, we step into a freedom that might just surprise us.